All right, welcome to another lovely edition of PSC Sports Chat. Proud to announce that myself have not been arrested recently.
I can also
job.
say the same thing.
Jeff
I
has
can
not
as
been
well.
arrested recently, and Max has not been arrested recently.
Look at that.
So
We're killing it.
we're all good.
Not exactly sure where that's coming from, but okay.
Well, let's just say I'll probably get a text from someone after they watch it.
Really? All right.
Well, it won't be who Jeff's thinking. It'll probably be an older gentleman, maybe along the lines of "What's wrong with you?" All right. Week 10 review.
Oh, you know what? Let me pull it up real quick so I could follow along.
Well, first Cincinnati and Baltimore. Baltimore got lucky to squeeze that one out. Definitely.
Oh, dude,
I thought I had that one.
Comeback.
Yeah, you did have that one, Jeff. You're right. Yeah, great comeback. Jamar Chase obviously had a huge game. 55 fantasy points. It's pretty badass. Great trade I made. Yeah.
You know, I didn't realize this, but apparently Baltimore has the worst pass defense in the league.
Yep.
And then they lost their safety partway through that game. And
Yeah.
you know what? It showed. It showed.
Yes, it definitely did.
Bengals
are in trouble though. They definitely have to pick it up here real soon, or they're going to be on the outside looking in. I think they might already be.
I think they're already on the outside looking in. I think they're just going to play spoiler from here on out.
Hopefully, yeah.
What were our overall picks, Max? Who finished with what? I probably lost this week.
Well, no, you and Jeff both tied at 9-5, and I'm doing the math on that right now. And I was fucking 7-7.
Oh.
Yeah, horrible.
Hey,
horrible.
Good old Mike Tomlin,
right? Gotta love him.
We'll call you Max Tomlin.
Yep, that's right, baby. 7-7. It's good to go. In my dirty dozen for the week, I was 0-5-1. So even worse. Yeah.
This was a rough week. There was a lot of weird games that happened.
Well, yeah, the Giants should have never lost to fucking Carolina.
I know he fumbled. He was having a career game.
Poor kid. Yeah.
Fumble. I know he looks so dejected. I felt bad for him.
Oh, he's bawling his eyes out.
Yeah. Well, you learn. You got to hold on to that ball.
Oh, exactly.
Was like we were talking about, like in the program. You got to hold on to that ball.
Exactly.
If anybody besides you hands me this ball, you're off the team.
Hey, and it worked. He didn't drop or he didn't lose the ball.
Nope.
Came close a couple times in class, but
yep.
Yeah, I can't figure out how to put our little deals up in the corner like they used to be. I don't like how they changed this. Will this maybe do it? No. That just reverted back. So, where are we overall for the year? Am I still up by one game?
You're still up from one game. If we tied, then you were definitely up by one game.
9, Jeff, you're at 84-50, and I for the year again. You're at 85-49. Jeff is at 84-50, and I'm at 80-54.
Hey, that's still pretty good picks.
Yeah, we're all pretty much right. I mean, any sports agency or talk show would love to have us on for our picks because we are pretty spot on most of the time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is the first time that one of us has even been at the Mendoza line for a week. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time we've been at 8, like 9 wins. I think it's like the lowest week.
Yeah.
So next game then was the see here, Pats at Chicago. That was a shit show to say the least.
I like this version better.
Yeah, definitely. Caleb definitely is looking at me like he's regressing. He's not getting better. He's just reverting back to college, Caleb Williams, and it's not working.
It's kind of hard to do anything when you're getting sacked 9 times.
That's true, but at the same time, I heard a stat that he's got the most dropbacks with holding the ball more than 4 seconds in the league as well.
That's
like
because
he's holding on to the ball way too much too.
I think a lot of that problem has to do with the reason why they fired Shane Waldron is that there was he just lacked everything and nobody could be on the same page. So you got a rookie quarterback who your coach is probably telling him one thing and telling the receivers another thing, and nobody's on the same page. I think just the fact that everything looked off, and then you have 5 monster human beings coming at you because your offensive line is no better than a college Division III team.
Since you brought up offensive line, you texted me. They released Nate Davis.
Yeah, he gone.
He gone. But did you know? And I didn't know this till today. So I guess he called in sick Sunday.
Yeah.
Said he had tightness in his back.
Yeah, if they would have known that.
They sent him home, and Eberflus said, "I'd rather have him home than have." What did he say? We sent him home because we don't want someone with back pain standing on the sidelines.
Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, it's not good for your back to be standing like that.
No, Nate Davis has been on the hot seat on that offensive line.
He got his money. He got his money and decided he didn't want to play anymore.
Yeah.
So now we got to pay him an exorbitant amount of money to do nothing, which is exactly what he wanted.
Yeah, well, he's gotten. I was reading up more today. He's gotten $20 million of his $30 million already.
Yeah,
it was front loaded.
Yeah, which is,
and they were probably shopping him, and they're like, "We don't want this guy. Why do we want this guy?"
Yeah, it was just not good. I mean, I was listening to the score today all day, and some of the things that coming out, they did bring up the whole. Some of the veterans want him to sit, and they talked to Mark Rohde talked to a few veterans, and he said right out, no, the media got a hold of it and twisted it around. They said that they would rather him sit than get his brains beat in and not be able to play next year if they can't fix the offensive line.
Well, yeah, it sounds like your one wide receiver has lost faith in him too, though.
DJ Moore and him were never on. Oh, is that who you're talking about?
Yeah, DJ Moore. Yeah,
they were never really on like Justin Fields and DJ Moore was.
No, it didn't seem like that way at all.
No, it seems like the new receiver for Caleb Williams is Rome Odunze. I mean, it seems like that's his new go-to guy. I'm kind of hoping with this new offensive coordinator that they bring in the tight end again, because Cole Kmet they've taken him out completely of a game.
I know. I had to use him on my fantasy league one year when Kittle was out and 0 points.
Yeah, they're not putting him in to catch the ball. They're making him a block receiver, but he's more of a receiving tight end than he is a blocking tight end.
Well, the thing about that too is the tight end should be the quarterback's best friend. You know what I mean? He should be your dump down, your check down guy, right over the middle, right in your face. You should be able to see, you know what I'm saying? He should be a major part of the offense.
He should be, but if you don't have time to do your check down to get to him,
well, Waldron didn't use tight ends really last year here at all.
Oh.
I mean, we have Noah Fant, and Noah Fant didn't do shit last year.
Well, it all started out as a problem. I feel like it's John Fox all over again. It's all a problem. The running game was non-existent for the first 3 weeks. He refused. The running game was horrible. When he did utilize it, that's when the Bears started winning. They started doing more checkdowns, more play action. And then the last 3 weeks, he stopped with the running game. It just went, he reverted right back to weeks 1 through 3. It's like, what are you doing? Obviously, it wasn't good enough, because this is the first time ever that the McCaskies or anybody in the Bears organization has fired a coach in midseason. First time in the history of the Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pete had to get on Shane about running the ball here too last year.
Okay. So, I mean, it was a bad hire, and they broke it down and they determined it is George McCaskey hired the guys that he hired, Kevin Warren. Kevin Warren really doesn't have any say-so as a president except for doing the new stadium thing. Other than that, it doesn't seem like he has any say-so. So McCaskey hired Ryan Poles, who is his yes man. Ryan Poles hired Eberflus because it was somebody that Eberflus would. It's basically like a chain of yes men, and they said the reason they hired Shane Waldron
was Eberflus hired before Poles?
What's up?
I think Eberflus was hired before they got Poles.
He might have been. Now that you think about it, yeah, because I remember complaining about that. I'm like, why don't you hire a GM that's actually going to hire his own guy? But it was never a GM's hire. It's the owner's hire. And the reason they hired Waldron, after digging into it, they were talking about it today, is he was the only candidate that did not have a resume good enough to take over the head coaching job if something were to happen in mid-season. That's the reason why they hired him, because there were 5 other candidates who are easily head coach candidates now, but they chose Waldron because they're like, there's no way this guy is ever going to be a head coach. We could control him.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And I like how I messaged you yesterday, Jeff, how they, with Waldron, Thomas Brown's their new OC. He interviewed for the OC last year, along with, Cousin Cliff. And Thomas Brown said, well, I worked with him before. And if I worded it right, Jeff, didn't I say he probably knew this was going to happen or something to that effect?
I think so. Yeah, because there was that they hired him as, what did they hire him as, a receiving or running back
passing coordinator.
What's up?
He was hired as a passing coordinator.
Passing coordinator. So, yeah.
When did those come into popularity, by the way? A run game coordinator and a pass game coordinator? Isn't that the offensive fucking coordinator's job?
Yeah, but they're making so much money. They're creating jobs. They're
exactly
creating jobs.
Right. We should hire them as fucking president, right? They create jobs.
Yeah. Literally, they're creating jobs. Goodell, 2028.
I would vote. I would. I mean, look at what he's done. He's turned the NFL into a world
cash cow.
No, but there's countries that are being and dying to have games there. I mean, they're talking about 8 or 9 international games next year.
Yep.
And they're talking I think Spain or Portugal is a destination.
Yep. Berlin finally
wants one.
They finally entered a bidding war.
Yeah.
I guess there was or going to be a game in it was Argentina, where the Phillies didn't wear green.
No, that was Brazil.
That was Brazil.
Okay. Brazil, because they had.
I can't believe they keep going back to Brazil. To be honest with you, that place sounds like a goddamn shit show.
Well, if they're gonna do it,
money, but shit, it's dangerous as fuck, man. They can't even leave the hotel rooms.
Yeah, well, they should probably try Rio next time.
I don't know if Max probably didn't. Jeff may have. But if you go back and watch some of those Bears games and some of their plays on offense, and I said this last week, I think before or during the game, their receivers, they always have 2 to 4 receivers in the same area of the field.
That's what it seems like. They're always clumped up.
Shane
That's why I think it's hard for Caleb Williams to figure out.
If you have receivers here, who else are you going to have?
Defenders.
Exactly.
You'd have a lot of open space somewhere else on the field, though. See?
Yeah,
that's the
but
plan.
There's a lot of.
Not if you don't have to blitz because you're not running.
Screen pass to the other side of the field.
Oh. All right, Jesse.
All right, so San Francisco at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay gave him a little scare for a minute.
A little scare.
They did.
If they would have had one of those receivers, I think they would have won.
Yeah, that was a good game. Tampa Bay did better than I thought they would.
Yeah, Cade Otton's turned out to be a freaking all-pro.
Yeah, they can throw to him now.
He's the only starter he's got left.
Oh, you just jinxed him.
Yeah, I hope not.
Well, they also lost an offensive lineman to a MCL sprain, I believe.
Was it worse? Was it?
Yeah, that's who it was.
Oh, that's their left tackle. Oh my gosh, Baker's screwed.
All right, what's the next game?
Denver, Kansas City.
Woo!
Yeah,
Denver
That
should
poor
be way worse than they are.
that poor fucking tackle, man, or whatever fucking guy. The poor kick block, man. That poor kid. He's getting roasted.
Well, it wasn't just that. Yeah, they lost the game on that, but Denver's defense is actually balling.
Yeah, Denver's got a good. For
They ain't
being
got shit
43
for
million
offense.
for 43 million, cap hit. That's actually a pretty decent squad. They're probably going to make the playoffs. Sadly enough.
Yeah, I don't see that, but
Not this
their
year.
defense been balling.
They might be close. I don't see them making the playoffs this year, though. They'll be in
Bills
the
at-
hunt until probably about week 15.
Yeah, true. Bills at Colts.
Another closer game than I was expecting.
Yeah, Flacco wouldn't have fucking thrown all those picks at the beginning.
Well, AR-15's back to starting.
What the fuck are they doing there, man? I mean, seriously.
I don't know.
Flacco has one, not even, an off game, not even a bad game. He's just a little bit off. And now you're going to bring back Richardson again? That guy, I don't know. That franchise is just as fucky as Carolina, really. Or
It could have
Jacksonville.
been Irsay saying, wait a minute, why do we have this guy here? If we're going to lose, play him.
And that's the problem, is Jim Irsay's fucking 3/4 crazy himself.
He might have been high.
I
Might
still
have
rather
been.
have him than George McCaskey.
Well, you're probably right. I mean, at least Jim's got some cool memorabilia, I mean.
Well, that and he's actually shown that he could hire like real coaches at times, like Tony Dungy.
Jeff Saturday?
Well,
Also, upper management, Bill Polian,
Yeah.
which the Bears had him on their hiring board or hiring committee when they got Eberloser.
yeah, not a good thing.
They should have just left Polian there and just, you know what? You know what you're doing.
Right.
The McCaskies need to realize they can make more money if they make the playoffs.
But they haven't made it in so long, they don't remember how much money they can make.
I would remember, as old as they are. We just talked about Mrs. Burns, the next Simpsons episode.
101?
God, she's older than dirt. I can't believe she's still alive.
I can't either, to be honest with you. Pittsburgh at Washington. That one, that was a
my
surprise.
upset.
That was a surprise, to be honest with you.
We all take Washington.
No, I took Washington. Y'all took Pittsburgh.
I took Pittsburgh.
Oh, I took Pittsburgh too.
Yeah, I took Washington. I thought, yeah.
They were gifted
Russell,
that win
Russell
at the end of the
Wilson's
game.
fucking moon balls again.
He loves them moon balls.
They're working.
Well, yeah. Mike Williams showed, hey, I'm away from the Jets. Look, I can catch.
Right.
Sorry,
So yeah, that was Pittsburgh is that's interesting story right there. But Minnesota at Jacksonville. Jacksonville is a dumpster fire. And now Trevor
that
Lawrence
was a
is
lot
out this week
closer
too.
game than it should have been.
Yeah,
But
I'm still not
Minnesota's
sold on
defense
Minnesota.
showed up.
I'm really not. Yeah, Minnesota's defense is
We're getting the car
But Sam
disconnected.
Darnold. There we go. Again, quarterback starting to do what he always does, is starting to play a little erratic.
Well, they'll probably rein him in. Jefferson pulled him aside and said, "What the fuck, dude?" I mean,
They-
Right?
Like Melissa said, a win is still a win.
Right.
No, it is. Hey,
But
a team wins. Look at Detroit.
no,
I
right.
don't know how
Exactly.
Detroit won that game.
Neither do I. Fucking goof throwing 5 picks.
Hey, Goof had to explain himself to the mafia afterwards. Said, "Look, I did my part. I threw 5 interceptions.
Right. I was trying, man.
Leave
Fucking
me
coach
alone.
wouldn't let us lose.
Don't shave my head."
Atlanta at New Orleans. That's another interesting one.
I was surprised that Atlanta lost that game.
Wait, did I pick New Orleans?
No, we all took Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. My deciding factor was their new interim coach was their special teams coach. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I
Right.
remember. Atlanta's they're just an average team. They're up and down. You never know.
Yep, average team in a shitty division. Tennessee at the Chargers.
I should have started Herbert over Williams. And the only reason I didn't is because Herbert was playing. I think Tennessee was the number 2 defense against the pass.
Yeah, Tennessee's got a good defense.
So that was the only reason I went Williams. If I'd have started Herbert, I'd have won last week.
Oh, you lost?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's okay. I beat the first place team in your division for you though. So, you know, I'm helping you out, bud.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, do what I can.
The Bears didn't help me. What, 6 points by Caleb Williams, 2 points by DJ Moore, and like 4 points by Swift. Yeah, that was not good. I lost by less than 10, though.
That's good. Now you didn't lose by 40 like me.
No, I tried to keep it close.
There's I don't know if you've looked like on your computer, not on your phone at the league, but there's one thing that says like biggest blowouts of the week or whatever. Every single one of them, except for that 1 week where I lost by whatever it was, is Cheryl. Every one is Cheryl, except for that 1 week is mine.
Well, I told you, when you go to mess up, you go all the way to the balls.
Hey, yeah, I do it right. Next, the Jets and Arizona.
I knew Arizona was going to win that game.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
sure.
you did. You called that one. Yeah, we both took the Jets. Kyler Murray's playing out of his mind right now.
They're playing good football.
Yeah.
So you bring up Kyler Murray, and he's having a great year. You put him with MVP because they're talking about Lamar. But looking what Murray's done to this team this year compared to last year, and let's face it, Baltimore's got a better offense.
Way better.
On paper.
I would put Murray in the conversation if they make the playoffs.
Right. He's still got a lot of proving to do throughout the rest of the season.
I mean, he could be up for the most improved player. He is
award. Undefeated since Call of Duty came out, though. Just saying.
Oh, did they make him not play?
I don't know. I'm just saying he's undefeated since Call of Duty came out. He's undefeated since the game came out, which is surprising to me, to be honest. Very surprising.
Who you got next?
Philadelphia at Dallas.
I knew Philly was going to beat the shit out of them.
Oh, my caption was gone. My caption was, "How about them Cowboys?" By the way, but
yeah, I can't figure out how to get the captions back. I don't know what they did. I don't know. Anyway,
they've updated a bunch of stuff on there. It looks like Detroit at Houston. Again, Detroit pulls it out.
I still don't know how they pulled that one out.
Because they're gritty. They bite knee.
They're like I said, it takes a team to win. I mean, it took that whole team to win that ball game.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, and your boy Amon-Ra St. Brown coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, I mean, they stuck with it. He had 5 picks.
Yeah.
He went into the game for the season with 4.
Right. Yeah. Insane. So you know what? Now we probably won't throw a pick the rest of the season.
Now you jinxed him. You're probably gonna have 5 every game now.
That's okay with me. He's not on my team.
The So another takeaway from last week. What'd you guys think about Debo and the kicker snafu?
See, I saw it one way, but then I've heard it talked about a different way. I only saw Debo getting up in his face, yelling at him, and supposedly was saying lock it, get locked in. Now I can see a captain saying that, but I don't know. I heard he choked him out too. I mean, is that true? Did he choke him out?
I hadn't heard that.
So you just saw him getting up in his face then, right?
I saw him get up in his face, and I was reading today how Shanahan was like, look, he was telling him to get locked in, and then the long snapper got pissy. Yeah, your long snapper's going to get pissy. If I was a kicker, I'd get pissy.
Agree.
But there ain't no way that kicker going to take Debo in a fight.
No, hell no.
Long snapper may have a chance.
I think the long snapper would have had a pretty good chance, yeah, because he looked like he was about a head taller than him.
Yeah.
I mean, Debo's a captain, but I don't know. Honestly, I think they brought Moody back too fast is what it was, because he'd been out for like a month.
He's going to have the curse of gold.
Kind of like the Bears did.
Exactly. Oh, gold is gone. Okay. Yeah, kicker. Hey, at least he didn't hit the upright 3 times in a game.
Oh, hey, speaking of uprights, and that Detroit kicker, man, how do you almost hit both fucking goalposts? It wasn't like he shaved the same one. No, he shaved both sides of that motherfucker.
Yeah, at least he didn't hit it.
I think on the second one he did nick it a little bit. I think
it might have breezed it. It might have breezed it.
Like Troy said, if there's another coat of paint on those goalposts, he wouldn't have made them. Crazy. So the last one, Miami at the Rams. That was kind of a surprise.
Yeah, I thought the Rams were going to win that one. They've been rolling.
The Rams got offensive line problems. I didn't realize it was that bad, but they got problems on the O-line.
Well, you're not going to hear about it because you hear about Chicago's O-line problems.
True, very true. But yeah, I was surprised. I thought Stafford would at least be able to, get himself out of trouble. But he was just under duress all game long, it seemed like.
Well, Stafford's not the most agile of people.
No, I would put him in the Jared Goff category. Yeah.
But
Statues of Liberty.
Miami came to play. I mean, that defense came.
Yeah.
It's kind of like they knew, hey, we win this or we're done. I mean, they probably need to keep that mentality the rest of the year if they want to attempt to get back in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to win out. I think they're like 4-6, I want to say.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So, I mean, yeah, they basically have to win out. They can maybe drop one more, but no more than one.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, what do you guys think about Tua on that the head first tackle?
He's dumb as a box of fucking rocks.
I don't think he's fully there already. Still, I think his brain is still off.
No, he's from Hawaii. Now, I'm not trying to talk shit, but Hawaii is just different than it is here on the mainland. Everything is just at a slower pace. Everything just moves a little bit slower.
So Miami's
and I question the intelligence, I guess, is what I'm saying.
What is Miami?
They're 3-6, and they're in second place in their division.
And they're 5 games out of first.
Shit.
The Jets
5 games out of first.
Tied for last at 3-7.
I'll tell you what, New England's looked pretty good though recently.
It's easy to beat bum-slaying teams, though.
Well, they had one upset. Actually, technically, I think the Bears was an upset too. But there was another team I think that was really – wasn't it Cincinnati?
Yeah, I think
first game of the year?
Yeah. That's right, it was.
All right, so now I need to go back to this thing. I guess we want to go to our week 11.
Week 11.
Oh, hey, there they are. You got to take the banners off. Then they show up. See them?
Hey, how about them Cowboys?
Week 11. You got them rope, Max?
Yep. Thursday Night Football, Washington at Philadelphia. Line is Philadelphia is favored by 3.
By 3? I got Washington in this game.
It's at
Eric?
Philly.
It's at Philly.
At Philly.
I'm taking Philly. Barkley's been on a tear the last few weeks.
And Jalen's been playing really well too.
He's on the other team.
I'm going Philadelphia as well. So no European game this week.
Nope.
Raiders at Miami.
I got Miami.
And I don't have a spread on that one because Monday night game is still going on. And they don't post spreads for Monday night teams until after the game.
I have to take Miami because they're playing the Rartards.
Right. I am taking Miami as well.
You can't. No. Raiders are your team. They're making the playoffs. Gardner's leading them.
They traded Devontae. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Here's an interesting one. Returning home for Jameis Winston. The Browns at New Orleans. New Orleans is a point favorite in this one at home.
I'm taking New Orleans.
I got the Saints.
I'm picking the Browns. I don't know. I think Jameis is going to go in there and just do some Jameis kind of shit. Hopefully it's good Jameis shit, not bad Jameis shit.
Before you pencil your pick in, remember this. He's going back to the team he used to play for. He throws a lot of interceptions. He's going to think he's with the Saints.
The colors are going to confuse him.
Jameis is going to do it. And you know what? It might be true. The colors might confuse him. Jameis, I think, kind of goes in the Tua category when we were talking about brain cells, I want to say.
And I don't think Chubb is quite 100%. I think he came back. He's playing a little bit. Right. But he's just not – I mean, he had major knee surgery. I think he came back way too early, but that's me.
I think so too. Next is the Colts at the Jets. Jets are 3.5-point favorites at home.
What?
I got the Colts.
At the Jets. Jets are 3.5-point favorites at home.
Okay. I said AR-15 starting, so I'm taking the Jets.
And you're taking the Colts, you say?
I'm taking the Colts.
Jeff?
I'm taking the Colts.
Wow. That's a bold choice there. Jets, I'm going with the Jets.
If Flacco was starting, I would take the Colts.
I probably would have too. Minnesota at Tennessee. Minnesota is a 6-point.
I don't need the points.
Think you go with Minnesota as well?
Yeah, Minnesota.
Figured. Yeah, I do too. Tennessee just doesn't have it yet. With Will Levis back there, quarterback, I just don't trust him. Oh, here we go. Green Bay at Chicago. Green Bay 6-point favorites in this one.
There's no way the Bears are winning this game. I'm going Green Bay.
Yeah, I am as well.
I don't go against them. Chicago.
Wow. Good on you. Good on you, Homer. Jags at the Lions. Lions are 13-point favorites at home in this one.
Yeah. I'm going to go Detroit. I'm going to take that 13 points.
Exactly. I'll drop 20, I think, in this one.
The 13-point favorite, is that how many interceptions is that with Goff?
Well, I think he'd still throw probably 3 and still win by 13.
I think so.
I'm taking the Lions.
Because again, Trevor's not even playing in this game. Not that that really matters, really, but
who's not playing in this game either?
No, I don't think he's playing this week.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I heard. 4.5-point favorites.
There we go.
We're doing so well. Rams at New England. Rams 4.5-point favorites on the road.
I got the Rams.
I do as well.
Rams.
Baltimore at Pittsburgh. Baltimore's a 3-point favorite on the road. Yeah, this is a tough one.
I'm going Baltimore in this one. For some reason, I just have this hunch that Baltimore is going to end up beating the Steelers. I think the Steelers are going to be hyped up thinking that, because of that record, I think they'll be a little too cocky, but I think Baltimore is going to win.
As mentioned earlier, Baltimore has the worst passing defense in the league. Russell Wilson is going to be throwing fucking lollipops all day long. That's my thought. Pittsburgh. I got Pittsburgh. I know it sucks.
And I agree with Max there. The worst. How are they going to defend the moon ball? I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
But
not so fast, my friend.
Exactly. You saw what Lamar did last week in the fourth quarter. I think that hypes the offense up. I think the offense gets up to a good lead pretty quick. I'm taking Baltimore.
Gotta remember, Pittsburgh's got a pretty damn good defense too, though. But
yeah, they do. But Baltimore can outrun them, tire them out. You got to remember also, TJ's been filming that Dick's Sporting Goods commercial, been running around everywhere. He's tired.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, true. Yeah.
And if you haven't seen that, that's hilarious.
It is. The one with JJ, isn't JJ in it too?
Yeah, all the brothers and the mom.
Yeah. I didn't see that one.
Have you not seen it yet?
No.
Oh, dude, it's good. It's funny.
Seattle at San Francisco. San Francisco is only a 6.5-point favorite at home. I got the Niners.
I've got Frisco. I got the Niners.
I got to take San Francisco.
Yeah, definitely. Seahawks are horrible right now. Just fucking fired another damn linebacker this week.
Oh, God.
Yeah, exactly. Good job, Schneider. Way to pick some fucking line. But you let Bobby Wagner walk. Jackasses. Right.
Well, not twice. The Seahawks let him walk twice.
Right. Yeah. Atlanta at the Broncos. Broncos are 2-point favorites at home.
I actually got the Broncos on this one.
I do as well.
Atlanta.
Ooh, Kirk Cousin love.
No, they're just an up and down team, and I don't see the offense from Denver. I see that their defense is amazing right now, but I just don't see enough offense.
I think Sean Payton's going to have them fired up after last week's loss.
Yep.
I think they're going to use it as fuel to just go on this run.
Well, they shouldn't need their coach to get them fueled up for that one, but no, you're probably right. But I'm taking Atlanta.
Chiefs at Bills. Bills are a 2.5-point favorite at home in this one.
I think I'm going with the Bills on this one.
I am as well.
I'm going to take the refs.
Refs? So Kansas City. Okay.
No, not I think this is the week. I think
so too. Yep. But then in the playoffs, Josh will screw it up somehow and they'll lose.
Probably. That's how it always happens. They'll probably lose to the Chiefs too.
Cincinnati at the Chargers on Sunday night. Chargers are a point favorite at home.
I'm going to go Cincinnati. Chargers have won the last couple of games. They're due for a dud of a game. I just kind of feel like Jim Harbaugh is going to have a dud coaching game.
I'm going with the Chargers. I'm on the Harbaugh train.
I'm going with the Chargers because the last few weeks he's actually been using Herbert.
Yep.
And I mean their defense, and I just don't see Cincinnati having enough. offense. I mean, I know they got Jamar, but
their defense is pretty shitty.
yeah, I see the Chargers.
Chargers, yeah. All right. And I went Chargers as well. Last one, Monday Night Football. We have the Texans at the Cowboys. Texans are 7.5-point favorites in this one.
I should think it should be more than the 7.5-point favorites, to be honest with you.
Probably. Well, it's at night though, so the sun won't be a problem. So
That doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does to CD Lamb.
Huh.
Tell
They're
the
gonna end up
Jerry-
having like these gaudy Texas curtains covering the windows. They're gonna be like chilies and like Mexican decor covering those.
oh yeah, well yeah, because they'll put a sponsor on them. Shit, why wouldn't you?
No, just be a picture of Jerry. I love Jerry's
CD?
response to CD's curtains when he said, "We know when the sun's going to be there. The other teams know when the sun's going to be there. I mean, we all know there's going to be some sun there."
Yeah.
I would say it's close because Dallas did sign a backup quarterback that has NFL experience. And how do you go against Will Grier? I mean, you
So
do.
is he's the backup now? They're gonna keep Trey Lance at third string? Is that the plan?
I was reading today that they were signing Grier. I don't know if he's going to be on their practice squad, but it's going to be Houston. I think the question is, do the Houston starters play after halftime or stop after halftime or stop after the third quarter?
I think after the third quarter.
And then, does McCarthy finally get fired, or did the Dak injury save him?
I think the
Dak injury saved him.
Yep.
Yeah. For Jerry being as badass, ballsy as he talks,
He is kind of
ain't
a
got no
puss.
balls.
He doesn't. How long did fucking Jason Garrett get to stay there and fuck shit up for him?
Oh, a long time.
Hey,
All right, I should.
he learned from
Or
Tomlin.
should I say his son-in-law?
8-8.
Yeah, you got to keep it in the family.
Any other tidbits on anything? Tyson fight Friday. Who we taking?
Tyson.
I kind of hope Tyson kicks the shit out of him.
I'm hoping Tyson kicks the shit out of him, but I have a feeling that Paul is going to chicken shit dance around, try to wear out Mike. Because if Mike's going to do it, I think Mike's got to do it in the first couple rounds.
I think so too.
Otherwise, they'll go.
I don't think Mike gets knocked out.
Draw.
I don't think Mike gets knocked out though. I think Mike will go the distance if he has to. But
Yeah, I don't see Mike getting knocked out. I so want to see Paul just.
get
He's
the shit
actually
kicked out
fighting
of
a
him.
boxer, a decent boxer 30 years ago.
Mike still looks pretty good from what I understand. I guess his sparring footage looks amazing. The last one that they posted.
He came out and he's now having them do NDAs because Paul was having some boxers, I guess, go in there after he was hearing how his sparring was going. So now his sparring partners having to do non-disclosures.
I just hope this isn't a scam. You know what I mean? Which I don't think it's going to be because Netflix has bought into it. But
The only way I
just don't trust Jake Paul.
No, neither do I. But the only way I see it as a scam is if Tyson's high as a kite when he gets in the ring.
That might help.
Well, he
him,
will
though.
be. He will be.
He does have to take some medical testing today or tomorrow. He had to do some testing to make sure he was fit and healthy enough for the fight. But
He looks good.
I think it'd be great if Tyson gets him. A lot of these other boxers, Lennox Lewis came out saying he has no idea how hard Mike can hit.
Yeah, exactly. Like he says, it's all everybody has a plan until you get punched in the mouth.
And Tyson also pretty good at some body shots.
Right. That's what I don't think he's going to be ready for is Mike beating his body up. Because most of these guys that he fights aren't boxers, so they don't know about hitting to the body. They're all trying to fucking take headshots.
I know he lost to the wrong Fury brother or whatever, or
right.
This is his first legit boxer, but again, 30 years past his prime.
Well, no, Tommy's a boxer. I mean, Tommy has a record.
I said he lost to the wrong Fury.
Right.
Yeah, it's Tyson. Hopefully.
It'd be fun to see.
We also got Stipe and John Jones this weekend too.
Jones is fighting again. He didn't fail.
Yeah, John Jones. Well, I missed that. What was that?
I said he did not fail a drug test.
No. I think he passed so far.
Okay. I don't know if you guys have been following any NBA. Chet Holmgren from the Thunder broke his hip. He's out 8 to 10 weeks.
Really?
Team?
No, he's not on my fantasy team. No.
So
I just like Chet Holmgren. He's from Gonzaga.
So this is second out of 3 years he's going to miss a large, if not the whole season, a good chunk of it. Milwaukee is like, I don't know what Dr. Rivers' problem is in Milwaukee. They were doing so much better, and now there's all this talk about Giannis getting traded.
What?
You haven't been hearing that?
No.
Giannis ain't gonna want to play with a mediocre dude. They're like 2-8. They're horrible.
Well, Dame hasn't been playing very well. I've seen that. I mean, he's had a couple of good games, but I think he's out right now with a concussion. I want to say.
Yeah, I know. NHL wise, I was looking at the Hawks record, and it's actually better than I thought.
Yeah, they're still not good though.
Actually, they have more wins than the Bears, don't they?
Yes. Yeah, they do.
I'm just going to have to look that up.
I think the Hawks have 5 wins.
Let's just see. Standings. They're also not in last. So the Hawks are 6-9 and 1. So, yes, they're doing better than the Bears.
And obviously a better winning percentage as well.
Well, is it a winning percentage if you have more losses than wins?
Well, you say they were 6-9, right?
Yeah, they're 6-9. How can you have a winning percentage if you have more losses?
Still a winning percentage, just under 500.
Not a winning percentage.
Don't question my math.
We got anything else going on? And anybody?
No, not too much.
All right.
No.
I guess we can end this one. I hope neither of you go to jail.
I hope not either.
It's gonna be okay.
In any time, wish you the best of luck. I guess that's it, guys. Oh, I gotta do my spinner wheel tomorrow.
Your spinner wheel for what?
Oh, OU card.
Did you finish those? Did you finish those helmets?
Which helmets? Oh, no,
Caleb Williams ones.
The decals have not come in yet.
Oh, okay. You had to order those special?
I'm excited to see that chrome look on a white helmet. That should look pretty sick.
Oh, you went with the chrome and black?
Chrome on one, and I did the orange C with a bear head in the middle of the C.
The one without the drip?
Yeah, no drip.
No drip? Yeah. Good call.
Mm-hmm.
Makes it look more authentic.
So that's what I said.
The
kids are into the drip.
They had a Batman symbol with the Bears logo in the middle of that, and I was like, no, Bears fan ain't gonna want that.
No.
They had quite a few. I guess that's it, guys.
Yeah.
Till next week. To the to the nuns of the ones of the nuns watching. I'm looking, pointing at it right there. 0.
0. Yeah, that's what I get. That's what I get on my daily or my weekly Dirty Dozen too. It's okay.
But then I'll
We
go
gotta
back.
figure something out.
I'll look at the YouTube channel and people view it after. So I don't know. All right, guys.
With no thumbnails, even better.
We'll catch you later.
Till
Sounds
next
good.
week.
Have a good one.
Later.